Hiya, my name's Lee, I work for Micro Scooters and I'm here today to convert your Mini or your Maxi to LED. The process is the same, although I'm going to demonstrate on a Maxi today, the process is exactly the same as what it is with a Mini, although you will be ordering different wheels. When you order the wheels, they'll come in a box like this and you will get 2 new axle bolts. They're different and I'll talk about that in a minute. 2 Allen keys. And 2 LED wheels. Right, we'll start the process off by removing the old wheels. Now what you need to remember on the Mini and the Maxi, on the newer models, is this wheel here, the left hand wheel as you're standing on the scooter, has got an anti-clockwise thread. So instead of loosey lefty tighty righty, it's the complete opposite of that. So we'll start with that one. What you need to try and do, you have an Allen key that fits on the inside of the axle bolt, which is just in there. And you've got to try and hold that one whilst you undo the top. Now, as I said before, we would normally try and undo this anti-clockwise by going that way, but because it's on the left wheel, we're going to try and tighten it up as you would. So there you go. So as we're old money tightening up, the bolt is undoing. Now, to determine whether you've got anti-clockwise thread, because some of the older models don't, is on the inside, and you might need to scrape out a little bit of dirt if it's an old scooter. There's a square block that's etched right on the inside of where the Allen key fits in there, and that will determine whether it's anti-clockwise thread. Because on the other side, it hasn't got it. So that's a good way you can identify. It does come with new axle bolts, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the axle bolts as well on this one. Now we want to make sure that we're going to put the right bolt back on the right side. So this is the one with the anti-clockwise thread. So I've looked down there, I can see the little the square etching out. So that's what I'm going to do. Just make sure when you put the axle in, it actually fits right securely in, because this has got an offset head like that. It locates right inside the steering mechanism here, so it just locks in. Keep your finger on it, get your new LED wheel, slot that over the top, and then your new bolt, and remembering that we're doing it the opposite way to what we normally would. You can wind it up a bit, but don't tighten it from this side without making sure you've got an Allen key on the inside, or all you'll do is you'll distort all the plastic on the inside as the nut's trying to turn around. So we're going to try and hold the Allen key and do it up from the outside. There we go. So that's the left hand side done. Now we're going to repeat the process on the right hand side, but this is a traditional thread. So we're just going to unwind it. We're going to take the old axle bolt out. Sometimes these can be a little bit fiddly. There we go. I just need to move the steering. And then we're going to put the new one in. Just making sure that we've got this hasn't got the square mark on the inside of the bolt. And again, making sure it goes right inside the steering mechanism. A finger underneath will drop in our LED. Well, again, holding the inside and tight. What I wouldn't say, on some of the newer models, you've got these bolts that are called rag bolts, which are on the outside, and they've got 2 square edges. So if it's a little bit tight with your Allen keys, you can put a spanner on these 2 flat edges here. and just use a spanner to be able to undo it. But that's the LED wheel conversion for your Mini and your Maxi.